Hi, my name is Lisa and I'm a librarian in the mountains of North Carolina, and today I'd like to welcome you to this letter I story time. You know, letters of the alphabet are a lot like animals. They have a name. The name of this letter is letter I, and they can make sounds just like animals can make sounds. One of the sounds that letter I can make is I, like itch. So I always start my story times by building a puzzle with you. And I give you clues to words that start with one of the sounds letter I makes, which for this story time, it will be the itch sound. All right. So the first clue, the first word I want you to guess, if you wanted to give somebody a birthday present, say it was a little stuffed animal, you would need to get a box and you would take that stuffed animal and you would put it where? Inside the box. So there is our birthday present, and the bear is inside the box. All right, so another word that starts with I. This is a kind of lizard. This lizard has scales on its body, likes to live in warm climates, and some people keep it as a pet, and the name of it starts with I. Did you guess iguana? Iguana. All right, the next word that I want you to guess that starts with the sound of I is, this is a kind of caterpillar, but the caterpillar has the name worm in its name. So it's a special kind of caterpillar and it crawls like this. Have you ever seen a caterpillar that crawls like that? And did you call it a inchworm? Here's my picture of an inchworm. It looks a little bit like a snake, but we're calling it an inchworm. All right, the next word that I want you to guess, this is something people who live where it's very, very cold and ice and snow are on the ground all the time. Sometimes they build small little houses out of ice. Do you know what those houses are called? Igloo. Igloo. And the last word that I want you to guess, this is a kind of a bug. It's not the bug that has 8 legs. It's a kind of bug that has 6 legs and 3 body parts and 2 eyes and 2 antennae. Did you guess insects? If you did, you would be right. Now, what have we made with our puzzle? We have made a letter I. Is it the capital letter I or the lowercase letter I? That's right, it's the capital. It has a straight line and a top and a bottom. Now, after we build our puzzle, we always sing a song together, and it goes like this. We are learning letter I, letter I, letter I. We are learning letter I, And you just kind of itch when you make the sound, that letter I, the short sound of letter I. Now, what I would like for you to do is pause this video, and I'd like for you to sing a verse for each picture on our puzzle. So I will give you a for instance for the inside. I might just hold my hand like this and pretend like I'm putting something inside my hand. And I would sing the verse like this. Inside starts with letter I, letter I, letter I. Inside starts with letter I, Now, like I said, pause the video and talk with your family or whoever's with you today about an action you'd like to do for iguana and inchworm, igloo, and insects. It can be whatever you want. Just make sure you sing while you do that action. And when you come back, I will show you a book from the library that has a letter I in the title. The library book that I wanted to show you that has a letter I in the title is My Name is Not Isabella. Can you find a letter I in that title? One of them is going to be tricky, and one of them is going to be a lowercase letter I, a straight stick with a ball on top. Were you able to find the lowercase letter I. And there was another one right here, but this one's tricky because it's written in cursive, which you'll learn to write cursive after you learn to print. But it was in the little girl's first name, Isabella. And I wanted to just read you a page or two from this book to give you the idea of what happens in this story. Isabella likes to pretend like she's many different people throughout the day. "Good morning, Isabella," the mother said. "It's time to get up and out of bed." "My name is Not Isabella," said the little girl. "Well, then who has been sleeping in my daughter's bed?" asked the mother. "I'm Sally, the greatest, toughest astronaut who ever was." "Well, Sally, blast out of your bed, put on your spacesuit, and come downstairs for breakfast." But by the time she gets downstairs, she's not Sally. So I hope you'll check this book out of the library and find out the other people that Isabella pretends to be throughout the day. And I've linked to a digital video of this book being read that you can watch if you look in the description underneath this video in the show more section. I wanted to show you that for each of the people that Isabella pretends to be, in the back of the book, there's a little story or biography about each of those people so that you can learn more about each of the women that Isabella pretends to be throughout the day. So I hope you'll look for that book at your library. And if your library doesn't have it, all you have to do is call and ask them to bring it to your library from another library. So you can either link to it in the show notes or call your library to see if you can get that. All right, I've got a fun activity that we can do together around the sound that short I makes. And it's called Icky, Icky, Sticky, Sticky Bubble Gum. So I want you to pretend to get some gum out of your pocket and unwrap it and put the wrapper back in your pocket. And now before we put this gum in our mouth, I want you to tell me what color is your piece of gum. It could be pink. It could be white, it could be multicolored, it could be rainbow colored, it could be spotted. I think mine is going to be orange with red stars on it. I'm gonna put that in my mouth, chew it up. Now I want you to blow a bubble with it. You ready? Oh my goodness, that bubble gum popped and now we've got it all over our face. So I want you to pull that bubble gum off your cheek, pull it off from behind your ear, pull it off your nose, pull it off from under your chin. And now we've got some icky, icky, sticky, sticky bubble gum. Ready to sing a song about it? Here we go. Icky, icky, sticky, sticky bubble gum, bubble gum, bubble gum. Icky, icky, sticky, sticky bubble gum. It sticks my hands right to my elbows. Oh no, we're stuck. Can you pull your arms off? Can you pull your hands off your elbows? Can you pull, and unstick? Yay! Oh no, icky, icky, sticky, sticky bubble gum, bubble gum, bubble gum. Icky, icky, sticky, sticky bubble gum. It sticks my hands right to my shoulders. Oh no, let's see if we can get unstuck. Let's pull and pull and pull. Unstuck! Yeah! Oh, icky, icky, sticky, sticky bubble gum, bubble gum, bubble gum. Icky, icky, sticky, sticky bubble gum. It sticks my hands right to my cheeks. Oh no! Can you pull? Here we go. Pull and pull and pull until you're unstuck. Yay! Oh no! You can keep singing. singing that song and you can get stuck to your knees, stuck to your ankles, stuck to your belly, stuck to your head, whatever you want to do. And I'll link to that song where a classroom was singing it in the show more description of the video. Well, here are 3 books that I got from my library that have a letter I in the title that I wanted to tell you about. The first one is called Ish. Now that letter I is a little tricky to find because it is a cursive letter I, lowercase letter I, and there's the dot of it is a flower. So I have linked to a video of this book underneath the video that you're watching right now. Another book that I love from our library is the Itsy Bitsy Spider, and you know she climbs up the water spout, but in this book she goes to some other places too. And so I've linked to this book as well. The Rhino's Great Big Itch, I was not able to link to a digital copy or a video of that, so call your library to see if they have that book to find out which of these animals is able to help the rhino with an itchy problem that he has. And if your library doesn't have that title, you can ask them to get it from another library, because libraries love to share what the books that they have so that everybody has a chance to read any title that they want to. So you could pause this video and try to find the letter I in each of those book titles. And then at the end of this video, make sure you check out the links that I've linked to in the video description. The next activity I thought we could do together is a little chant, and it's called Insects, Insects, at this hour. Are you hiding behind the different flowers? So we will clap our hands when we say insects, insects. Then tap your arm like you're looking at your watch. At this hour, are you hiding behind the orange flower? All right, you ready? Here we go. Insects, insects, at this hour, are you hiding behind the orange flower? Let's see if there's an insect back there. Oh, my goodness, a large beetle. Let's see if it's got 6 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It does. All right, you ready for the blue one? Here we go. Insects, insects, at this hour, are you hiding behind the blue flower? Do you think there's more insects on my board? Let's see. What insect is that? It's a bumblebee. Yes, and it's got 6 legs also. Do you think there's more insects on this board? Let's find out by checking the yellow flower. You ready? Insects, insects, at this hour, are you hiding behind the yellow flower? What insect do you think it might be? Let's see. Did you guess grasshopper? There's a grasshopper hiding behind the flower. We've got 1 flower left, a red flower. Are you ready? Here we go. Insects, insects, at this hour, are you hiding behind the red flower? What do you think? Do you think there's an insect? Yes or no? And if you think yes, what insect do you think it is? Let's see if you're right. Ooh, did you think ladybug? Let's count her legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job. Well, that's about all I had for you today for our letter I story time. I hope you'll be able to make it to your local library to check out some of the books I told you about. And I have some friends who want to help me say goodbye to you today. And they start with the letter I. Can you guess who my friends might be? They are icky insects. Now, not everybody thinks insects are icky, and these are friendly insects, and they've all come to help me say, in the words of Tigger, ta-ta for now. Be sure to click on the words Show More, located underneath this video on YouTube, to access links to more fun activities around the shape and sound of the focus letter in this video. If you're on a mobile device and you'd like access to those links, just click on the icon indicated here in the green circle.